This hot sauce is about 50,000 Scoville units, and in this One Piece review, I'll be eating an even hotter hot sauce every minute.
3, 2, 1, go!
I had a lot of opinions about this show, but I'm limiting it to only 5 minutes total. And if you're a Hot Ones fan, then stick around, because you know just how deadly the last stab really is. My name's Anish, and welcome to Manga Niche. This is a channel for everything manga related, including spicy reviews of their live action adaptation. If you see any cuts in this video, that's only because I stumbled across my words. But believe me, the timer is still going. Now let me start by answering the question, is this a good live action adaptation? Yeah, I'd say so. But is this a good show? I'm not so sure. I've been a big One Piece fan for a long time, but I watched this along with my girlfriend who knew nothing about One Piece. When Luffy stretched out his arm for the first time, she was like, what? Is this real? But before I get too negative about anything, let me not take away from all the positives that I loved about this show. As a One Piece fan, all I really wanted was to make sure this wasn't too cringe, and what we got was far from it. Right off the bat, the set design was amazing. I can definitely see where the $17 million per episode budget went, because these sets were better than anything I could have ever imagined. On top of that, I thought the actors knocked it out of the park. The casting was great, and especially Buggy, I thought did a really good job of playing his character. My biggest question going into this was how good the fighting would be. Thankfully, that was one of the highlights of the show. I thought everything from the choreography of the sword combat to the special effects and CGI used for the Devil Fruit were amazing and really brought this world to life. And I think all of this was managed through some smart choices to make sure the show wasn't too over the top. Instead of the crew fighting something like a huge lion, which could look easily pretty silly in a live action format, instead what they do is slowly build up a situation and you only use short moments of special effects to show off the powers. I think it's unrealistic to expect a live action format to entirely stick to what was shown off in the original, but I respect that the live action show still tried to deliver the same spirit of what was happening. But it's the same changes that were really the downside of what was happening in the show. From what started off as just some cute Easter eggs for long-term viewers, such as the first shot of Zoro being him meeting Mr. 7, the changes grew more and more as the show went on, and not in a way that I thought was good. I thought the changes made to Usopp's arc were really cool to make it this slow, dark horror experience. But I thought it was executed really poorly. I thought they replaced a really cool villain in Django with two villains that reminded me of Disney Channel Halloween special characters. I thought the twists were really obvious in this arc, and we sat around for 2 episodes thinking everything was obvious, which made it really boring. Now, I think the general format of One Piece is to take a really emotional background story, tie it into the current events of what's happening. But I think the changes missed that connection. I think especially with Sanji's arc, didn't have that emotional connection with the changes made to the villain, and really missed the point of why it was so great to see Sanji joining the main cast. It really made me wonder who the live action adaptation was for. As a long-term viewer, it was kind of uncanny to see a lot of the changes. And for a new viewer like my girlfriend, she left thinking the plot wasn't too good. But if anything, I think live action adaptation really showed that when it hits it right, from a technical level, One Piece looks really impressive in a live action format. Just looking at the background stories of the characters, which were faithful to the original, I thought they were just as emotional, if not more, than the original. And I loved watching them come to life. Whenever the stars align and they adapt it and the plot is right, I think One Piece is amazing to watch, and all my criticisms were just on the plot adaptation. I think those can be fixed in a future season, and I'll love to watch them. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see more like this. See you next time.